Hey, if you're not pounding one out, chances are it's a consequence of higher than normal cost of living charges. I guess that's the new cope that's out there. Brutal. Sex census shows cost of living crisis has hit bedrooms. Yo, what are we doing out here? People can't afford rubbers anymore. Sex and dating are becoming luxuries for many Australians and, well, actually many people around the globe, as the cost of living crisis moves to the hip pocket more than the sensitive areas. Australia's leading health and wellness brand, Body and Soul, interviewed more than 2,000 Australians for its sex census to get the most intimate look at into our sex lives and what we're up to in the bedroom. Almost half of all respondents said that cost of living has made it harder, apparently not, to afford things that support their sex and dating life, including nights out, weekends away, gifts, and lingerie. Well, you would think, okay, if there's a considerable amount of money that's just not going out there for free use, you would think that, lingerie costs would typically be going down because you'd have to buy less material. Anyways, but you're not dropping $80 on a night out. You're gambling time, energy, and emotional bandwidth on somebody who might ghost you tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. That's a brutal exchange rate. No wonder people are pulling back. When the bills go up and the payoff doesn't, stepping back isn't stingy, it's self-protection. Hey man, I agree. The survey found that more than a third of Aussies who are casually dating go on fewer dates because of the cost of living, and 1 in 5 singles say that they couldn't afford to be in a relationship right now. Yeah, sure, that's the reason. Have rising costs. Oh, I'm sorry, here's the chart here. Have a rising living costs made it harder for you to afford things that support your sex life or dating life? You're socializing less, like 20%. Okay, can't justify spending on. You're looking at, what is that, 18%. Going on fewer dates. Stopped buying lingerie and sex toys. Yo, these chicks, man, they'd be crazy. Can't afford to be in a relationship. Yeah, if you can't afford new sex toys, just throw a bunch of sneakers in the dryer, okay, and then just sit on a towel and have a fun time. Younger generations are being hit the hardest by the cost of living in this area, with Gen Z then most likely to skip dates, and millennials the least likely to indulge in romance. Yeah, but most millennials are just, sexless, amorphous blobs at this point. When the cost of transportation, dining, and entertainment are so high, those looking for love are seeking more affordable opportunities to foster intimacy and connection. Dropping hundreds on fine dining before you even know if you like each other sets the wrong tone, Ms. Baza said. That's our expert here. Okay, the better move is something simple but thoughtful. If there's a connection, you can always go bigger later. Yeah, exactly. Your first date, there's nothing wrong with a coffee date, with a walking date, or anything like that. You get to know the person, and you get to see where their head's at. So yeah, before you just drop big bucks, it's like, the fuck are you doing, okay? They might say, oh, I would never do that, but if they actually want to be there with you, yeah, they're going to go on whatever date you set out for them. Then I'm talking to the guys here. Cheaper dates also make for easier to walk away if there's no spark. If you're trapped in a 3-course dinner with a stranger, you're free to cut it short and extend if the vibe is right. The flexibility matters more than the price tag. Expectations of what dating should look like can hold people back, as Ms. Baza said. The best dates feel like callbacks to your conversation with a partner. If they told you that the comfort meal is pasta, make it together. Oh God. If they've never been to a lookout, take them a coffee and a blanket. Yeah, see, coffee dates, so that's actually decent advice. If they mention their favorite childhood movie, plan a rewatch night with nostalgic snacks. Why are you getting that deep if this is just the first couple of meetings? But anyways, effort isn't expensive, it's intentional. Yes, it's remembering they mentioned jazz and finding a nearby gig. Ugh. God, speaking of things I want to duck out early on, it's remembering that they've never tried your favorite flavor of chips and packing them for a sunset picnic. Yeah, okay, the long story short, man, just do something that's inexpensive, because guess what? Shit in general is getting way more expensive, and yeah, that doesn't have to come at the cost of not getting your dick wet. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.